What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. And as predicted from last year, after Golden State Warriors won the NBA championship while they were celebrating, I took to Facebook and I believe Twitter as well, and I said, y'all always tell me that I say the NBA is fixed, and it's not fixed at all. And you guys don't believe it, and say, well, Mr. Mouth, why don't you tell her who's going back? Who's going to be in the finals next year? And I said, well, simple. They're going to run it back. You're going to see Cleveland versus Golden State, and Cleveland should win the world championship. That was a year ago. Now, who's playing in the finals? Golden State and Cleveland. People seem to misunderstand the video I made about how Steph Curry was being exposed. Because he was being exposed for his lack of position. He wasn't playing the point guard position as well as he needed to be at that time. And they were exploiting that. They exploited the way he likes to play. Doesn't mean that I said they were going to lose. Steph Curry's a bum. All the stupidity that the ignorant people don't seem to understand. Now, this is how they came back from 3 down. Everything I said in that video, as other people have informed me, ESPN, everybody end up saying and mimicking everything I'm saying. So I'll say, okay, if they're going to mimic what I say, then maybe they'll mimic what I'm saying right now to you. Hopefully, if they're smart. But a lot of them are very stupid. As you can hear the press that are asking them questions in the interview, like they're complete morons. They have no clue about basketball whatsoever. So they're just journalists. And they take sports, and basketball's a sport, so what the hey. So, what was going through your mind when you hit a shot with 2:28 in the game? Looking at the score, trying to see when, try to get stopped and get the ball back. It's like really dumb questions. But this is how they got the ball game back under control. In OKC, when they came back home for game 5, they were down 3-1. Curry played a very terrible game. A lot of people don't remember that. They think, oh, Steph Curry. No, he had a very poor shooting game. And he was making very poor decisions again. He had to stay within himself and trust the team. Move the ball. Spread the team out. See, when they were losing, they were spreading out, but not moving the ball. They were turning over the ball because they were careless with handling it. They were looking for the 3. OKC was guarding the 3 well, and they were guarding the passing lane. They know OKC, they can have a layup. They want to kick the ball all the way back out for a 3. So they're like, okay, this person is not finna shoot. When he gets it here, fall back and guard the passing lane. He's going to leave his feet. He's open. In game 5, what did you see? You saw them take more chances with their bigs going up for 2-point shots. So in game 5, it kept them in the game. So where Draymond, that's why Draymond is so important, because he brings that stability where you don't need Draymond out there launching up threes because you got Clay and Curry that's going to do that. You need someone to be in there that's going to do the dirty work, that's going to have the ball, that can pass in the paint, that could go up on the glass and get a layup when you need it and go in for the 2. He spreads the floor open, and he had a big game in game 5. Very key blocks, key defensive plays. Trusting your bench. OKC only plays like 6 players. That's it. They're very limited. Put pressure on them to have to go to their bench. That's what game 6 was about. Game 6, OKC lost control of the game. The refs wasn't going to bail them out this time. Now you got to beat them. And they jagged it. First, they had to free up Klay Thompson. He missed some early ones. Then he got a rhythm. And the rhythm happened because they got the guy off of him, which was Robinson. They got him and his lanky self in foul trouble. So now they had to go small and put a smaller guy on him. And once you got a smaller guy on Klay Thompson, he could just catch, pull. And once he caught a rhythm, he don't take a step into his shot. That's what a lot of people expect him to do, because that's what most people do when they get the ball. They take a step and get some momentum. He'll catch and shoot, pow, and just pull. And that's what throws people off. It's so quick. He catch and go straight up. People are waiting for him to take that step up and then shoot. By that time, a defender will be there to block it. So he goes right away. He don't waste time. And he's very efficient at it. So his three-point shooting kept them in control. Steph wasn't really knocked down, drag out, having a great game in Game 6 either. He did what he could till he got hot a little bit, but they still kind of had him contained and was wearing him down a little bit. Golden State, their problem is they play so sporadic with their offense, and it's so unpredictable at times that they fall into a trap of getting comfortable. They'll get up 8 and it's party time, and next thing you know, in an instance, it can be gone because how reckless they play. They don't know how to play time-conserving basketball. Shooting the ball when the clock is low, moving it around, making the other team feel the pressure. In Game 7, this is where I will give the credit to. The credit goes to Steve Kerr out-coaching Billy Donovan in this game. That's how they won Game 7. And you're going to probably say, how did that happen? Because Kerr was subbing. In the third quarter, he knew they spent a lot of energy trying to get the lead back down because they came out playing dumb basketball when they first started the game. Curry trying to do all this extra stuff. He want to be the star. And then you got Klay trying to we're going to set the tone and go out and just shoot wild and see if that's going to start dropping for us. Once that wasn't dropping, OKC was, okay, let's push it and running plays and getting points in the paint. That's what helped them win 3 games, is they know how to score in the paint. And if you let them get in the paint and get in foul trouble, get y'all guys in foul trouble, they're shooting free throws. That's how they were winning the games. They were shooting 19 and 20 free throws. Then 30 in Game 4. So they get all their points in the paint while you out here shooting all these threes. Now when the threes ain't dropping, what you going to do? You got to have a balance. So in the third quarter, to eliminate that, this is what they did. They said, we're going to counter this. And the way to counter this is to make the subs right away. They brought in Iguodala. They brought in Varejao for less than 2 minutes, and he changed the impact of the entire game. Livingston pushing the basket all the way. See, if that was Curry, that wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't have pushed it all the way. He kicked it back out, trying to throw some over his head or something. You see, this is how you play control basketball. OKC was giving up that lane. They had one defender down there in the post to try to stop it. But in transition, they had nobody that could get back because they have big point guards who can handle the basketball and move. And they can't set their defense in time on the break. They are horrible. OKC is absolutely horrible at transition defense. They cannot get back, and no one knows who they're getting. Next thing you know, it's a dunk or a layup. And somebody's running over to try to stop it every time because they're so offensive-minded. And you got a team who basically don't have any leadership. There's no real leadership on that team. I mean, Westbrook is an outstanding player. He tries to be a leader, but he's not a leader. Kevin Durant is a mama's boy. He's not a leader. He's not a star. He is a great player, great role player. But he's not. He's a mama's boy. And he's not. He don't have that killer instinct at all. You can take him completely out of the game. And that's exactly what happened here. He's not. He gonna sit there, cry, pound. I thought he looked for his mama twice while he was on the bench, like looking back for his mama or something. I'm like, what is he doing? Don't he realize he's dribbling, falling all down, letting ball loose? He had some of the dumbest turnovers in this game. Then they start playing like Golden State. They're getting down in the paint, and what Golden State did defensively is wake up. If Durant drives the ball, make him go to his right, you're going to have help. He wants to go right, force him to go right. You will have the help that's going to be there for him. It's going to stop him. Now, if Westbrook comes 100 miles an hour, everybody switches. The next guy off the next man switches. And he's there to take the charge. And you let Westbrook go. Do not foul him. He's going to run right into you or either try to adjust his shot in the air. And he'll throw up something wild. Stay on your feet. Do not leave your feet. Very disciplined on defense against those two because they knew only two people would be shooting the basketball, Kevin Durant or Westbrook. Let the other guys try to beat you. Robinson, what is his name? Robinson, he was so scared. He had a wide open shot and gave it away. A huge shooter. Nervousness. He wanted to just play defense. He was so nervous, didn't know what to do. And that comes from lack of experience in youth. Kevin Durant, I feel, has played his very last game for OKC. And I think he's going to the Lakers or the Clippers. And that's just it. I mean, he needs to go. Let Westbrook emerge as the leader of the team. They can pick up another role player to play a position. And that's it. They can start building a team to a championship team. But it's really just personnel. Golden State can go about 9-10 players deep with Iguodala. You know, you got Livingston. You have Verajao giving you minutes. You got some of the big guys in there coming in there playing 1 or 2 minutes to give somebody a blow. I mean, this opened up the lane for Curry to come down the lane and go all the way up and get a couple layups because they were willing to give that up because they were expecting him to kick it out. So overall, congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. They did what they had to do to win, and they were going to have help anyway. And now the NBA Finals is set. So am I some type of Swami? I don't know. I'm just Carcino.